Farming here in the state of Missouri is exceptionally important, and right now Missouri lawmakers have prioritized passing an extension on agricultural tax credits and benefits to Missouri farmers. Now, personally, I support tax credits for Missouri farmers. I think that it's really important, as do many of the lawmakers here in Missouri. It's got broad bipartisan support. So why did this bill almost fail in the Missouri House?
A lot of weird things happened with this bill. The way that it moved today obviously skipped time that it's supposed to sit on the calendar. The perfection debate, if you can call it that, was interesting today. Perfection, of course, is the time that we're supposed to offer amendments and discuss changes to a bill. We're here for a special session for this bill, which is also unusual, right? It's the only bill we're doing today, and debate and amendments weren't actually allowed in perfection, which is, like I said, the point of perfection. So that was odd. See, after that, there was a fiscal review committee hearing on it, and some really unusual things happened there where I guess it looked like maybe they didn't have the votes to pass it. And so at the very last minute, members were added. I got to tell you, these process anomalies raise a lot of flags to me. Like you, I'm somewhat neutral on the bill. I think I voted for a very similar version of it in session.
Ditto.
I know there's some stuff I really like in it, but I've been told over and over again by members largely on the other side of the aisle that this bill is full of grift and corruption, and that it's giveaways to specific players in the market. You know, it does things like changing who qualifies as a family farm and increases the size. And it makes me wonder, are there specific companies, maybe even elected officials that have farms that will now qualify, that will benefit from this?
So this bill almost didn't make it out of committee, and Republicans then decided to add 3 people to the committee so they could get the votes to ensure that it passed. One of the Republicans added to the committee, Don Roan, made sure to painstakingly point out that there are tax credits for everybody in this. The logging industry, the corn industry, the soybean industry, in fact, even urban farms. But that didn't seem to pass the smell test for everyone.
I sat here the entire debate and looked up urban farms and urban community gardens, and there was not a single one that I clicked on that was not a nonprofit tax exempt. Cannot give a tax credit to things that do not pay taxes. I would urge my colleagues on every side, just because you sprinkle a little urban on it, a little color, a little essence on it, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily of benefit. And I'm not here to question the motives of anybody as to why they do it, though I would contend that it's probably to garner support and bipartisan support. But I would urge my colleagues, we are here to legislate. You don't have to have somebody come over here to tell you what's in the best interest for your community. The people who sent you here did that already.
The other really interesting thing to me about this whole process is that Democrats tried to offer an amendment that would have prevented foreign companies and Missouri politicians from specifically benefiting from this tax credit. Republicans didn't even allow them to present it. That got me thinking, why was leadership so hell-bent on getting this thing passed in this way, with this expansion? Who could it possibly have benefited that maybe had the power to ensure that this thing got all the way through? I don't know.